getting into another hard to handle situation. Does this happen to you? It's just like, oh God, not again. Okay, the reason I'm wearing a mask is pretty much when I want to expose people who are acting differently in one situation than they are in another. Quite often people, when they're, well, this particular person is in a Facebook group, I look at their profile and they're completely hidden. No picture of what they look like, no information about themselves at all. In other words, they're a troll. If you haven't heard of a troll before, it's a person who is hiding behind a mask. They create a profile on Facebook and then they go hunting for people. Why? They get their jollies. Anyway, that's what I'm dealing with right now. And the question is, why do I bother? It's not worth bothering with trolls at all, because it is worth bothering, believe it or not, because the human behind the mask has major issues. And no one's going to help this person, because even if they know this person in real life, they don't realize that they have an alter ego. I've seen people like this at work on computers. They have a real nasty side, and they like to hide where no one knows who they are and throw darts at people. Okay, these are rose-colored glasses. So, where's my camera on this thing? So, that's what it looks like when you're wearing rose-colored glasses. What does it mean? Well, traditionally, rose-colored glasses are someone who looks at the world and everything looks rosy. They don't see anything except for everything is just wonderful. Now, if you're Kermit the Frog and you're on Sesame Street, how would you help people who have got this issue of hiding behind masks and throwing darts at people? You'd be putting on the orange safety hat. Like Hunter Orange, it's safe for you to go out in the bush if you're wearing Hunter Orange. So I wear orange and it means safety. And if you're Kermit, you're going to be giving a safety lesson. Okay, Kermit comes back. The safety lesson for people is twofold. One is the safety lesson for the people who are wearing masks and throwing darts. The second one is if you're one of these people that's either having darts thrown at them or you're witnessing it. How are people witnessing it? Well, if it's happening in everyday life, you see someone getting bullied, and it's what are your thoughts about that? Or online bullying. It seems like an ongoing problem. Like schools. Some schools tackle it, and then I don't know. I haven't heard anything too much about bullying, but I'm sure it's going to come around again. It just seems to be a real big. Anyways. Okay, this hat is Germany. Why do you want to talk about Germany? Because I don't know yet. This hat is the hat of a badger. What's a badger like? Well, you heard the term badgering the witness in a courtroom. It means you're being very aggressive and belligerent to someone, and you're being very improper about it. Okay, so getting back to my hunting analogy, wearing my hunting hat, what do we want to understand? What do we want understanding? Because we have got to disarm someone. This person. Okay? Okay, the Germany hat again. He's still not ready to talk. Rose-colored glasses person. Someone is walking along and there's bullying going on. And this person with rose-colored glasses, everything looks rosy to them. There is no bullying going on. They don't see it because they are oblivious. Okay, so what's going on? I've done a number of talks where I've talked about the pyramid, okay? So this is the Illuminati pyramid, where at the top of the pyramid is the elite on the planet, and then everyone else stratifies down through the pyramid. But the whole population of planet Earth is represented by this pyramid, and the top is, the people, who are the most elite people on the planet. Well, maybe we'll come back to that. But the whole point is that this is the way that it appears to us, especially economically, because the people at the top are, the billionaires and potentially the trillionaires, okay, who have got enormous amounts of money, which means they can exercise an enormous amount of power using their money and all the things that they own, like corporate media, and you name it. If you got money, you've got control of a lot of stuff. Okay, so what do we got? Well, here we have again the person with rose-colored glasses. Everything is perfect in their world because it just is. It just is. And then when I show someone like this, the Illuminati pyramid, and I talk about the people who are at the top of the pyramid with all the money and all the power, all the control. The person wearing these rose-colored glasses is going, are they saying no, it's not? They're like, they're indifferent. They're indifferent to it. It's just, are they brain dead? Yes. These people are brain dead. And there's a lot of people who are perhaps into like new age or new thought teachings. I really like this. I've met quite a few of them, science of mind people. But there's a lot of new age people like this too. People who they're not grounded is the biggest issue. They get their teachings and they're not grounded in what the hell is going on the planet. So I'm going to give a good example of someone who was very spiritual and very grounded. Mohandas Gandhi. Gandhi was a very spiritual person. Very, very spiritual. But he was also grounded in seeing the enormous oppression of people. The black people of South Africa and the people of India, who were all under the boot of pretty much the British Empire. So for people who, and I know these kind of people, for people who consider themselves spiritually advanced but isolate themselves from what's going on planet Earth, well, they're not going to watch this video anyway. But there's these kind of people around, and they're not helpful. They're not helpful. They're not helping the situation as much as they're doing their positive affirmations, spiritual mind treatments, and what other kinds of things that they're doing. It's not helping because they are time and time again putting on rose-colored glasses, and they're saying, as long as I do my stuff, everything else is fine. Safety hat. Why is that? The answer is because it's not working. It works for me. I've manifested myself a new Jaguar car. There's this other kind of person who blames the victims. They're like, I'm a spiritual person and I'm into and they always say the reason that victims are getting victimized is because they've got something in their vibration that's attracting an attacker. I see this quite a bit. It's like, you always have an attacker and a victim. And they say there's something in someone's energy field that's drawing the attack in. In other words, you totally manifest your personal reality. You do it through, some people say your thoughts, some people say your feelings, and people say it's your vibration. And then they walk away and they put on the rose-colored glasses and says, it's not my issue. It's not my issue. Someone's getting beat up, it ain't my issue. It's their issue. Everything's vibrational, and they're putting out the vibration of, come kick me. So how do we prove that to these people that they're incorrect? I'm not going to prove it to them. So you're saying they're correct? No, I'm just saying their karma is going to kick them in the ass. Because what they're putting out is what they just said. It means you're not taking responsibility, which means ability to respond to what is quite visibly a horrible problem on planet Earth. Okay, this is the badger. So it's not easy to tell you, but even some spiritual teachers have got this issue. It's all karmic. And even if a baby who in a past life, according to them they had past lives, is abused, it's because it's karmic payback. No, it's not karmic payback. It is because, how can that be? And these people will say, you don't understand karma. And I'm going to say, some spiritual teachers who put themselves up on a pedestal are going to get their pedestal kicked out from underneath them. Because they're still putting out its blame the victim time. In any event, I'm going to continue this talk in my next talk. And in the next talk, I'm going to be, once again, wearing red rose-colored glasses. So you'll know which one to continue with. Okay, I got a hat. It's just a floppy hat. Right? Now what? You can't see the hat. Is the hat still here? It sounds like a dumb question. Of course it's here. That's what we're going to talk about in the next talk.